You know, there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
For the hope, you gotta have faith. E's for the
What's happening, everybody? It's your main man, Mr. Brookshire, and OM Jizzle. We are so real. Okay, we are so real talking to you right now. And of course, we are back, right up in the house. Your boy, yours truly, Mr. Brookshire. Now, y'all already know I love each and every single one of you. You know that's how I start each and every single show, because if it was not for you guys, gals, you royal folks coming up in here to the Real Talker Brookshire show for the last 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing this. This is a signature show. We would not be here. We would not be able to do it like this. So we got some very special guests that we're going to be bringing into you in a few minutes that's going to be calling in on the phone lines, but we're not going to bring them in just yet. But without any further ado, before I do that, I want to bring to you one of my special co-host guests that's been sitting in the trenches with me for a while now. I love her spirit. We have relationships experts. We have best-selling author. We have Miss Lasana Smith. What's going down, Lasana? How are ya? I'm going to give you some applause because you coming into the show. How's ya doing? What's going on? How's everything? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I got you on.
There we go.
There you go.
Here I am.
Here
we go.
Yes. Boo.
So excited about another great show. We always have great shows here.
Yes, we do. We definitely do. We have some great shows here. So I'm trying to look for your angle over here to get some things. Yes, you got an angle.
No, I got to switch it up.
Yeah, you don't got to switch it up. We got
Vogue.
Yes, we got you. Take
it back to Madonna.
Taking it back. Oh, and speaking of Madonna, we're going to be getting into some things, talking about her a little bit as well today.
That's awesome.
So that's going to be very interesting for show topic.
The original version girl.
Yes.
Like a virgin.
It was so funny because I was looking at something, an old song. I can't even think about the song, what it was yesterday on an old video of her back in the day. And I was just like, oh my God. Right. Look, I think it's something a dream. Dun, 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 dun.
Sing it. I mean, I'm trying to catch it with you. We about to have karaoke.
Right. Well, we ain't gonna do too much karaoke. So, I want to do was bring in really fast to let everybody know that we're gonna be having some extra faces coming along. Also, I want to bring in a special intern that I'm working with, and of course, we have somebody new in the industry. I want to give a warm welcome to Mrs. Shantiera. How are you, Miss Shantiera? Let's make sure you slide on over into the light. Let's get you
Come on over, girl.
Right, let's get you some applause.
Get a little bit closer.
Right, let's get you some applause on that one for coming into the show.
Bump.
Yes, so let me make sure that I get you in the angle really quick and bring you on just to say, you're going to be seeing this beautiful face that's going to be around. I'm going to guide you over a little bit. Slide over, ladies, just a little bit. I know we were working it in. This is all one of those little promptu things, everybody. So definitely, how are you doing today? How's everything for you?
Oh, we got to get her microphone, too.
No, she's on the white one. Let's make sure she's on. There we go. Try that again.
Almost. There you go.
There it is. Let's try it one more time.
Let's try it. I'm doing great. Nope.
Is it not?
We gonna get this.
We're on white, so let's see. Okay, try it again.
I'm doing
There it is.
There it
is. How you doing? Okay, cool. So thank you for coming in, and we're going to be appreciating you. So everybody, that when you see a lot of this work that's getting done here in the studio, that the three of us are definitely making it happen.
We
along
are in
with
the
rest
trenches.
Of our team.
We are working.
Making things happen. So what we're going to do is, ladies, how's your days going today?
Going good.
Beautiful. This book is coming. Get a ring on it. 10 secrets to becoming life material.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Oh man, how do you feel about it right now?
Woo! I'm so excited.
So excited.
It's I realize it's 2 years in the making.
Wow.
It was a year of research and a year of putting this book together.
Wow.
And Yeah, it's a long time coming, but a change is gonna come.
Change
we about to
is
help
gonna
some
come.
women.
Okay.
And we gonna help some men because
Yes.
y'all want good women.
Yes, we do want good women.
And I'm gonna help make sure these women are good women for you men.
Yes, and I appreciate that for sure. Appreciate that. And what's going on with you, Miss Lati? I mean Shanti. I'm about to call you Latiera. That's the street we just came off of.
Latiera's a pretty. That was a pretty name, Latiera. I'm gonna have to put that on the baby name list.
Right. Okay. So you're doing good. How's everything? How do you feel about this experience? You're on live. This has been something you've been in the process of getting yourself into. How's it feel? You are on right now. How you feel?
You are on, girl.
I'm on.
You're on.
OMG.
OMG.
OMG,
Hashtag. Right. Okay, for sure. So how do you feel?
I feel good. I'm excited, blessed.
Yeah.
Really good.
Good.
Really good.
Awesome. Grand. So we're going to do everybody. We're going to take you straight into another little songy song. Then we're going to come straight back with our special guest,
Yes.
winner of season 1 hair battle spectacular, minister, speaker, public speaker. I'm talking about just an inspiration to life. We have Minister Jazz that will be on the phone line. So we're going to be going to a straight song real fast, and we're going to bring Minister Jazz straight into the radio station right here on Real Talk with Brookshire. And Love 92.3 and also LA Talk Live with my main girls, Miss Lasana Smith and Miss Shantiera. What's happening, everybody? We are so back up your baby, Mr. Brookshire, and of course in the house I got with me Miss Lasana Smith back on the microphone with me. How you doing, Sugar?
I'm so happy to be here. I'm always happy to be on Real Talk with Brookshire. I'm giving everyone love. See, this is the heart.
We appreciate the love. Yes.
See, this is the love.
That is the love. So without any further ado, we want to bring into you a very special guest. Now, let me tell you really quick. Now, I got exposed to this young lady not too long ago. A good friend of mine that's a paralegal. He came to me and he was just like, Brookshire, now I know you have a lot of people on your show that's like, you know what I'm saying, inspirational and like thought driven, and I saw this one lady on the show and she was amazing.
Is that how he sounded?
That's how he sounded.
Okay.
Well, at least to me, that's how it came in through my filter.
That's
like,
how he sounded to
you
you.
have to, dude. Like, you have to bring her on your show. I mean, he was adamant about it.
He was
like,
excited.
He went and found her number.
Wow.
He contacted her, told her about the show, and then sent her my information. And this is how it all came. And then when I got a chance to meet her, I got a ball of energy and a ball of excitement and knowledge that I was so looking forward to. And I said, you know what, girlfriend, you got to come on the show.
That's right.
For sure.
And now she's here.
And now she's here. So without any further ado, I want to bring a special guest to all of you, to all of my LA Talk and Love 92.3 family. Right here, we have in the house, on the phone lines, we have Minister Jazz in the house. Hello. How are ya? How you doing? Welcome.
I am
How you
starting
doing?
out
The show.
control right now. Do you
Yes.
guys know it's the super moon tonight?
It's a super
Woo,
moon.
it's gonna be beautiful. We should have a moon picnic, a full moon picnic.
Oh wow,
That'd be romantical.
That is different. Tell me
My
what
God.
is that all about? A super moon.
Well, it's the time of the year when the moon is the closest to the earth.
Ooh.
And for anybody that's into astrology and just energies, period, you know that the moon is so powerful.
Oh wow.
And I feel that all
Oh, wow.
over me. Like, I can't understand. Like, there's things that are going on in my life, situations, circumstances, as normal. Just with anybody being human beings, that might be difficult considering. But I feel sparks out of control, hype, amazing, powerful beyond belief, and I'm just ready to get started.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Come on, guys.
Okay. Yes, I'm feeling the pump energy already. Okay, for sure. So let's just jump straight into it, Minister Jazz. So to get the audience to get to know you a little bit, let's tell us a little bit about yourself. Of course, we know you're a hairstylist, you're a public speaker, you're a ball of energy, you're a teacher. Tell us who you are and how you got to this point really fast.
When you get to understand me a little bit more, you understand why I do this. But first, before I say anything, I am powerful, courageous, and vulnerable woman. And I am a storyteller. Like, underneath all of those things, the hairstyling, the career, the reality TV show, the tours with Madonna, dinners with celebrities, red carpet, blah, blah, blah. Underneath all of those things, I would say that I'm a storyteller. In the sense of I create stories that empower myself and anybody that interacts with me. There's not much explanation after that. I am a miracle making mama. I have 3 children, 3 beautiful sons. I come from a long line of preachers and ministers, and so just honestly, I got it. And I love spirituality. I love connection. I love human connection. That's what spirituality means to me. It's the moment when we understand who it is that we truly are.
Right.
Deep down in the pure source. You know, and so that's who I am.
Oh, wow.
I am one that comes from source and will return.
I can definitely understand that. So now, with getting yourself into this alignment, we're going to kind of go in paces. Tell us a little bit about where did this all start. Now, did your spiritual understanding and your knowledge for, I guess, universal principles, law of attraction, love, all those things that we're getting into, where did that happen for you? Was it something that just happened like all of a sudden one day, or was it always there for you?
Everything in our life is unfolding, yes. So I can say the moment that I remember when I got my spark, you know, but then there's things that led up to those moments as well.
Right.
It's a combination of knowledge and experience. For my young years, I have experienced so much. Being a mother at the age of 18 years old, on and on and on. Both of my parents being handicapped, but when I was 14 years old, having to take on major responsibilities and having to have the faith that I can do it. So when you exercise and you start exercising faith and you create that knowing within yourself that you can do it.
Yes.
So you start to experience miracles that you wouldn't even think possible for yourself and you haven't seen in your life. And so that's what happened to me. I began to experience miracles, and I began to say, you know what, I want to be able to cause miracles. I want to be in co-creation with the miracles in my life.
Yes.
And then that is what initiated my studying and going forth and reading different texts outside of the Bible, because by the time I was 18 years old, I was very versed in the Bible. I supported my mom, who was visually handicapped, with getting her master's degree in theology.
Oh, wow.
So I did a lot of studying with her during that time. And after that, I wanted to understand more. I always had this thirst for more. I know that there's more to it, right?
Right.
That's a
And
thirst.
I started
Yes.
studying texts such as the Bhagavad Gita, and I started studying the Quran, and I started studying things like the holy tablets people probably never even heard of, but just anything that I could get my hand on that would talk about spirituality, connection. I walked with Buddha texts and all different kind of things.
Wow.
And all of those things brought me to a place. Yes, I have a master's degree in metaphysical science. So,
Okay.
Yes,
She's gotten everything
Yes.
in. She was like, I went to the Quran, I
Right,
went to
she went
metaphysical, I
all.
got Christianity, the Buddhists.
Yes.
Done.
So let me ask you this. Tell us a little bit about what it means when you put in, what is a spirit spark? How do you spark your spirit? Tell me about that.
So
Spirit spark?
Spirit
is
spark.
that moment when you know beyond a shadow of a doubt who it is that you are and what it is that you came to this planet to do in this incarnation. And you are out of control and forward motion doing that thing, igniting all in your path. Anybody that comes in contact with you is feeling like pop, 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 boom.
Wow.
That is what it is to be a part of Spirit Spark and to have a Spirit Spark and to know what it is that sparks your soul and sparks your spirit in a way where you wake up every morning on purpose and on fire, ready to do what it is that you're called to do.
So how do people find...
A little bit beyond passion, wouldn't you say?
Right, yes.
How do people find their spirit spark? Because I know so many people who are looking for their purpose and they can't figure out what it is. Do you have any ideas or suggestions for people who are looking for that spirit spark?
Yeah.
Yes. I love this question, darling. Why? It's because it's not something that you can look for. It is something that happens when you allow for it to happen. So this means that you get to sit your butt down for a minute. So many people are in this search. It wasn't until I sat still. And honestly, when you start asking for your spirit spark, circumstances, and you're truly honest with that, circumstances will make you sit down sometimes. You're trying to figure out why I can't move forward. It's because the spark is trying to find you.
Wow.
You can't move. You ever try to light a fire, but the wind is going? It don't work like that.
Right.
You have to stay still and focus and focus and focus. So it's through consistent meditation, consistent finding your stillness, being aware of who it is that you are, being aware of your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, and how you are emoting. Being totally conscious of who it is that you've become in this day, and then allowing for that to say, boom, yes, I got it.
Yes.
It happens just that, it can happen just that easy, but it's not easy to sit still. I'll tell you that.
Right.
No, it ain't.
So now let's go into your the hairstyle.
Yeah, I was wondering, how did the spirit lead to the hair?
Hair, yes, because
They don't seem
minister
like they're the
hair.
same.
Tell me, because I know we spoke a little bit about what you feel it is about doing hair, and that you're a great hairstylist. However, you've seen better, but yet, what is it about this hair thing that really works for you? Why did you grab a passion to do hair?
And is hair a ministry?
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Can I be completely candid and honest with you?
Of course.
I don't know. When I was 5 years old, I was braiding hair. I was doing hair, and I know a lot of stylists that have this same story. But ever since I was a little girl, I was braiding hair, doing hair. I am an artist by nature. I like to create. I create with my hands. I tell stories through hair, through my speaking, through art. Through dance, through movement. So I think I found a way to storytell through hair, which was very
Okay, I'm
unique.
confused. How do you storytell through hair?
Yeah.
You got to explain that.
Well, I don't know if you ever got the opportunity to see Hair Battle Spectacular. One of my favorite episodes on this show was the one when I was challenged to create a wedding cake out of hair.
Wow.
We were challenged to create an entire wedding cake out of hair. Okay, what I did I say, okay, I'm going to make a box better? No, I decided to tell an entire story of a gay marriage.
Wow.
Of coming together and the love that is and the unity that is, and putting it in a way where it's on a platform in front of millions of people. So whether you like it or not,
You
this
gotta
is what
see
you get
it.
to experience and see right now. I was able to take an opportunity to express my pride for what it is that I see that means just love. Period.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
That's incredible.
That's what I mean when I say I can tell stories with hair. Not everybody can do that.
So tell us
Not
about
at
that
all.
experience. Right, exactly. Tell us about that experience. You know, being on a reality TV show, hair battle, spectacular. Eva Pickford's hosting this, and you win the show. Like, I mean, because you told me that you didn't do hair like that type of hair until you got a chance to get on the show where it's like really fantasy, almost like fantasy hair. How was that for you? Getting into that niche of really being creative and stretching yourself. How was that?
So the experience for me was one that was alchemizing, okay?
I love
I'm
that
in-
word.
And
Alchemy.
what happened for me, I went into that experience not as a fantasy hairstylist. I didn't really understand what it meant to be a fantasy hairstylist. What I did know how to do was tell stories. Okay, and so the experience for me is like, if you could imagine being in a capsule, we weren't allowed to have any connection with the outside world whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
So in this situation for 28 full days, I was whoever it is that I said that I was, because nobody could prove me any different. So I created myself to be the winner of $100,000 because I
Wow.
say so.
Yes.
Nobody could tell me any different. I didn't have anybody in my life trying to remind me of the times when I didn't have anybody in my life saying, oh, but you know you living out of your car back home. I didn't have anybody
Wow.
saying, oh, but you know you was a single mom at 18 years old, so you can't really do those kind of
Didn't
things.
matter.
I was sequestered in a space where whatever it is that I say that I am got to be so. And so that was what that experience was about.
That's
I
powerful.
was able to harness the power that it is that I am with my word.
Right.
And now bring that out on the outside world.
Wow.
And sometimes it takes that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Because we're infiltrated all the time by the limits and the doubts of other people telling us what we can and can't do.
Mhm.
Right? But I didn't have that there.
Wow. So
So
now
it is.
to go to
Incredible.
New York City, and I know when I used to live in New York City, you would see Diddy's picture up all the time in the middle of Times Square. So to have yours
Can't stop, won't
standing
stop.
and sitting there with your picture of you sitting in the middle of Times Square, tell us that
Oh,
feeling
that's incredible.
to witness that.
Humbling. Completely humbling. Because don't make me cry, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Because
Uh-oh.
actually, I could have never imagined for myself. Oh, let me say it like this: I could have imagined it, but
Mhm.
now I know the difference between imagining and realizing and really dreaming awake. Okay, and
Wow.
I could have never dreamt that for myself. And when I stood there and I saw a picture that was the reflection of who it is that I am
Wow.
on that board, I realized that there is no thing that I cannot do, and there's no thing that anyone that says so cannot do either.
Yes.
And it was a commitment place for me. It was God telling me, Jazz, you have a bigger calling than what it is you've been answering to.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot.
That is deep. So tell us this. Now, you started working and doing hair also with Madonna, which is an amazing aspect as far
we
as
just
in work
talked
with her.
about her.
Explain a little bit about how that transition worked from your perspective and what that did for you as and your confidence.
Hello, Madonna. I love you, M. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. Working with the most famous woman in the entire world
Incredible.
is who she is.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Just injected me with a sense of confidence, a sense of determination, and would say to us, guys, do not be afraid to struggle, because on the other side of struggle is your victory.
Yes.
And I believe that. I mean, I let that sink in every night when we would stand in a circle and hold hands ritualistically. I would take in the energy that was in amongst the talent that was just there, because not only was M just amazing within herself, but we have dancers and singers and vocalists and band members and all of these people that were amazing talents, and I got the wonderful divine opportunity to sit and stand and hold hands, eat, sleep, and poop. Okay?
Yes.
Basically, we were family. This is my family. My family includes Madonna, sorry, Sarah Zambrino, all of the people, Kylie Dean and Nikki, like all of these people that are just amazing in their own right.
Yes.
That is my family. That's where I come from. And because they're awesome and amazing, so am I. So that's what that did for me.
Definitely.
It let me know even furthermore who it is that I am and where it is that I come from, regardless of whether it is who is my natural family. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
So how about the power of connection? Now, I remember you talking about the importance of not that you were just a great hairstylist, but people wanted you around because you made a connection. That was the difference between whatever you did was that connection you made. Go a little bit into what is the point or your tactic or your way of going in to connect with people to get the job and how you put that out there.
I love the way you put that because it's like some kind of manipulation. Like, what's your tactic?
It's a strategy.
Your strategy, yes. What is your strategy?
The thing about it is my personal spark is human connection, and I connect through compassion. So I have and I say it with great authority, I have the impeccable ability to be compassionate beyond belief to anybody, whoever it is, whatever walk of life, to the goodest of the good, to the evilest of the evilest, because I see good in people,
right?
Honestly. So with that, people know, they feel that energy, they feel that love, they feel that unconditionalness, and they want that around them. So when you can cultivate an attitude of compassion, so when somebody is ranting and raving like some of my celebrity clients would, they'd be like, oh my God, whatever. I wasn't in a place of judgment. So many people work with celebrities and things like that, and they can't wait to get home to call their friends and tell them about how they was doing this and that and the third. You know, like I don't know why you would do that, because this person is a human being having a human experience.
Yes.
Each and every time they're going through spiritual wars within themselves, and when you can see and confront people from that aspect, people love you. They want you to be around. So if I had to say what was my tactic for making the goal line, if you will, it would be to love people unconditionally, to really being in a space where I was accepting and non-judgmental.
How do you stay happy? How do you go and get your happiness? What is that for you?
I don't, you know what? I stay happy by not expecting to stay happy. How about
that's interesting.
I don't walk around thinking that the only condition in life is happiness. When I feel sad, I acknowledge that and I'm aware of that. That's what comes with the sitting still thing that I was talking about earlier. When I feel afraid, I acknowledge that. I didn't say make me stay still. I am unstoppable, but I acknowledge the fear. I do it anyway because I'm courageous. But I acknowledge every single moment and I allow it. And so when I allow, happiness flows in so freely and so frequently because I'm in a place of allowing. I'm not stuck on frustration or stuck on stress or stuck on anger. And when you get stuck on those things, when you're not allowing yourself to experience and letting it go, you don't make room for happiness.
Wow. That's deep. That you're absolutely right. So let's do this. I want to throw a couple things out to you. Where do you find yourself most grounded? How do you stay grounded in the mix of being a mama, a wife? You know what I'm saying? You're doing hair. You're doing so many things. A minister. You got your website. You're speaking to millions. How do you stay grounded?
Meditation.
Okay.
Fasting. Writing. And listening constantly and consistently to those things that inspire me. I surround myself with Wayne Dyer, Guy Finley, Ayanla Isban. Oh my gosh, I can't even go. Abraham Hicks. I can't even go into the amount of like consistent infiltration of my mind that I keep myself surrounded in.
Got to.
So that I don't fall off my square. And if ever I feel like I fall off my square, I jump back on. I press play. I have my MP3 in my pocket. I make it happen.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I have over 20 tattoos. This is going to be kind of comical to some people, but I have over 20 tattoos, and each one of them are to remind me how to get back home, how to find my spark, how to get back to my center.
Wow.
So it's kind of, you know, like I have to leave myself clues. I'm human just like everybody else. And everything that I can do, anybody can. But what I've done is created a consistent discipline and a commitment to stayed in the spirit.
Wow.
So it's a commitment.
It's first. A discipline. Yeah, and a commitment.
And a discipline after.
Yeah. That's amazing.
For sure. So how do you define success for where you are at this point?
How do I
define success for yourself?
Define success. I would say success is a moment by moment acceptance of who it is that you are.
Moment by moment
I
acceptance.
really
of who
like
you are.
that. I've never heard it put that way before.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow. And now with having the experience from dealing with working as with Madonna, winning the hair battle spectacular, what does that mean for you? Are you famous? Are you a celebrity? What does that do?
Should we be asking for your autograph?
Yeah, like should we be getting an autograph and having you send in something? Like what does that mean for fame mean to you in general, and what does that celebrity, what does that do for you?
What does it do for me? I would say that having this platform that has been given to me in a way, for me, what it does for me is open a larger audience for me to serve. That's what it does for me. My guys, you gotta know, my ultimate desire is to serve. I serve by giving what it is that I channel, what it is that I download into my spirit, and I can't hold on to it. And so that's how I serve. I give it through my speaking. I give it through my writing, my website, my courses and programs. I give that. So the celebrityness of it helped me to create a larger platform so I can serve more people,
right?
And spread the message, because unfortunately there are a lot of people that have a lot of great things to say, but if they don't have that platform, me and you spoke about this, Brookshire, if they don't have that platform, people ain't really trying to check for what it is that they have to say.
Right.
So I believe that God allowed for me to have the things that is that I have and the experiences that I got to experience, so that people would tune in a listening ear just for a moment, enough to get sparked up.
Wow.
Just enough.
So now you won $100,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
How
Do
much
you
did
got to
Uncle
pay
Sam
taxes?
take? Right. He took his share about 10,000.
Right. Like, do you get all of that?
You got like 80. And where was the first place you went shopping?
Yeah.
We girls. Where'd you go? Did you buy you some Louis Vuitton bags? What was it?
To know Minister Jazz. So this is what's so interesting. Like I said before, and it wasn't a lie. Whenever I did the show, I left to go to the show. I was sleeping in my '96 Ford Explorer with my son.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I went to Hair Battle Spectacular homeless.
Oh wow.
And so the first thing that I did, you got to know, was
get a home.
Pay a whole year's.
Okay, like I ain't going to ever homeless again.
Right.
I have a roof over my head.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
And that's what's so interesting about things. It's like when you're in situations like the one that I was in before, you're not thinking anything about anybody's Louis. Now, what's so interesting, I was in Louis Vuitton. I was in Louis Vuitton in Paris.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? My spirit doesn't spark for those things. I would more buy a crazy piece of electronic equipment before I would buy a Louis Vuitton bag. But that's just Minister.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm all about communication. So if this is going to help me communicate with you better, okay, I'm in.
Right.
So what's that big piece of electronic equipment that you're excited about right now?
Oh, I am excited about the Galaxy S4, but they ain't paying me nothing, so I'm not going to
know that's
right. Okay.
I know
right, I heard
right.
that. They ain't paying you nothing, so...
I'm about to go get one of those too, Minister.
Right. I totally understand that. So, Minister, let me ask you this question. Over the lifetimes, because, of course, being homeless and with 2 kids and sleeping out of a car ain't the easiest thing when they looking up at you like, what we going to do?
Not at all.
How we going to do it? And you're waiting on this. How do you make it through the hard times?
Yes.
How do you keep your faith when it seems like everything is around you is falling apart? Because that's pretty
and dark
to a certain
and bleak
part that
looking.
like, Lord, what am I going to do? I done got no home. What happens? How do you come back from that?
I have a mantra. And I want everybody to take this one on, okay? I give it freely because it helps me through those times. And it goes, everything in life is unfolding in perfect order.
That's right.
And I say this, and I will bless every situation that I have. As long as I have breath in my lungs, everything in life is unfolding in perfect order, just the way it's supposed to, as it is, as it's so. And I cry, guys. I cry like I would an ugly cry.
Oh, I can imagine.
I cry and I let it go. And so many people are afraid to cry. So many people are afraid of that. But if you understand energy, when that gets built up in you and you don't let it go and you don't flush and allow those tears to wash your spirit, you get stuck in the situations that you're in. So let a situation show up. The first person to cry is going to be me. You're going to see tears coming down, streaming, because I want it out.
Right.
I want it out.
Release.
New thoughts. Keeping, and it goes back to the other thing with just staying meditated, staying prayed up, connecting with my Nana. My Nana is one praying mama. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Love those Nanas.
My Nana in a heartbeat. I will have her pray and bless me from the top of my head to the toe of my feet. My mom, all of these people. Like I like I said, I have people in my life that I can turn to. And if I can't turn to them, I turn within myself, knowing that everything in life is unfolding in what?
Perfectly and divine order. Yes.
I know that's right. So
That's
two
beautiful.
activities that you can do all day without getting bored. What would it be?
Oh my goodness. Speaking to y'all, hey.
Hey, what's happening?
What up, girl?
Whoop.
No, and that is so true. I was Miss Talk a Lot ever since I was a little kid. And when I was in second grade,
Me
they gave me
too.
my own platform at the end of every day so that I can tell stories. And that was my deal, so that I would be quiet during class. I love.
Wow.
What a great teacher.
I know.
My teachers never did that.
She noticed? That's awesome.
Great teachers. She was awesome because I think she really supported me in being the person who it is that I am today, honestly.
Wow.
And,
That's cool.
You know, and encouraging in that space. And also, another thing that I can do all day long, I would say listen to inspirational stuff. I can listen to Abraham Hicks, guys.
I love them. Yes.
Back to back.
Yes. I go to sleep listening to Abraham Hicks
I can do
sometimes.
that all day long.
That's
But
right.
there's so many things. I can hug on my babies. I can,
That's sweet.
I can watch zombie movies.
Oh, wow.
Zombie movies, guys.
Now, do you
Okay.
believe in the zombie apocalypse? Because they say it's coming.
Well, if it is, I am prepared.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
She's ready to
I have
go.
my face.
Yes.
What do you have? How do you kill a zombie?
Because I know how fast.
Okay.
She says she is ready.
Yes, ready. How do you define spirituality?
This week I go over my
Okay.
plan of action for the zombie apocalypse. So
Okay.
I mean, I really do. I love watching movies, and I talk a lot in movie parable. You know, instead of using the Bible and a religious text, I use movies to really bring it home, points and things like that. But yeah, those
That's
are
a
the things
different
that I
way
love
to do it.
do. I mean, Bikram yoga.
Okay.
Oh goodness, I could sit on my mat and Bikram. Well, 2 hours is good. 2 hours.
So now listen, we're gonna be wrapping this up. So we only, Mr. Jazz, we're gonna be wrapping this up. So we don't have a whole lot of time. So we're gonna ask you a few questions, and then we're gonna make sure that we package it up right. So a piece of advice. What was the best piece of advice that you have got from someone else that you've been able to hold on to and that you give out to other people? I know you just gave us out a token, but something else that you've received from someone that has really held to you.
My Uncle Weezy.
Wheezy?
My Uncle Weezy.
Little
He
Weezy?
says,
Not Lil Wayne. No Weezy. They not related. Calm down.
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and he says, change your thoughts, change your life.
Yes.
That's right.
And that simple, those 4 words right there have consistently been an atomizer for me. I've been able to totally transform situations into powerful ones. I have what I call my empowerment ninja that sits on my shoulder and chops up the negativity as it even tries to come toward me.
Wow.
Just because I know, change your thoughts,
Change your life. Change your thoughts, change your life.
Change your
my
thoughts, change your
my
life.
life.
Yes.
I'll make it personal.
Now, tell us this. Where do you feel most at home at, most at peace? Where is that at for you?
The most home, the most at peace would probably be, this is not jokes, guys. I have a girlfriend that lives in New York City, and she has a couch.
That sounds amazing.
She said a couch.
That's a great couch.
Whenever I need to just do an ugly cry, or if I need to celebrate, or if I just need to sit still for a second, I will find my way all the way to New York City, all the way to the Upper West Side, sitting on her couch to do that. I feel the most home right there.
That's a special couch.
That's a special couch.
It is a special
I want to get a couch like that.
Yes, definitely a couch like that. So now tell us, how do you give back? You've won this. You've worked with Madonna. How are you giving back? Like, are you a part of any organizations? What do you feel is attached to your heart?
I'm sorry.
I said, how do you give back? How do you give back from all that you have gotten? What are the ways that you give back?
the ways that I give back, I mentioned before, for instance, I have a mastermind group that's coming up in July, on July 15th. So people can just be in a close space, intimate space, and get this transformative, radical, transformational information, inspiration. We play, we make believe, we create magic together. That's a way that I give back. I give back by speaking. I give back by doing these radio shows. I give back by, you know what, I give back by sitting on the train, riding, and talking to people that feel like they are not noticed. I notice them, and I let them know that I see them and that I care.
Wow.
I do that all the time.
Oh, wow.
You know, so many times, like, people have been like, oh, my goodness, where did you come from? Like, I don't know. But I'm here with you right now.
Right.
And I want you to know how special you are.
Wow.
And you know, and I don't know what's going on for them in their life, but so I feel so led to do that sometimes. So that is how I give back, by authentically connecting with people when they need it most.
I can definitely dig that.
That is just a wonderful thing.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little finish the sentence kind of game. And I just I'm going to start it off, and I want you to finish the sentence for me. So I am
powerful, courageous, and vulnerable.
I want my purpose in life to be.
My purpose in life is to give and to serve.
I'm ready to forgive.
I am ready to forgive myself in each moment when I think less of myself.
Love is
all that I have to hold on to in any moment of distress.
I will do
whatever it is that I say that I do, because I am a woman of integrity.
I know that's right. What does the world need?
The world needs compassion. 100% unconditional compassion.
I believe in
magic.
I know that. Now, what is your law of There's a law that we do in 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership called the Law of Legacy. What would you want your law of your legacy to be if somebody says your name?
When someone says Minister Jazz, they will say this woman walked this earth giving all that she was because she knew that she was a part of Source and all things worked through her, and she wanted everybody to wake up to that amazing within themselves. That would be my legacy.
Wow.
It doesn't get any better than
that.
Doesn't
get any better. I definitely can dig that. Now, let me ask you this, because we talk about faith, and we can't do anything apart from faith. How has faith played a part in your life?
Wow, it's kind of like, how has breathing played a part in your life?
Okay.
Like that's how deep that question is for me.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that I'll define faith like in the Bible. It's the evidence of things hoped for, the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So to not be able to see things, okay, and to know that it is possible. That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
I can't see a much of any, but I know within my soul that everything is unfolding in perfect order.
Wow.
That is what faith is.
Yes.
My mother, and I say it again, my mother is she's, physically blind. She cannot see but so far, okay? But this woman does everything. You would not know it, at least she told you. That is my mother.
Wow.
That is the person that I got to admire and look at every day. That is a woman of faith. She took care of her children the best that she could.
Yes.
And I learned how to operate out of faith, knowing it's much more than being able to see in the physical. Knowing in your soul what's possible. That's all that matters.
I can dig that. And so my last question for you as we wrap this up, because it's been such an amazing interview, definitely action-packed. We'll have you on to do more. What is it that you know for sure? For certain that you will pass back to the audience from all the things that you've done in your life? What did you know for sure?
For sure. Again, this is kind of like the other question, but for sure, people will know that there is a possibility of peace. There is a possibility of peace within yourself. When you sit still, find your stillness, and become aware, you can find your spark.
You can.
And you can spark out of control.
Yes.
You do that. People will know sure that each one of us was born in that divine way to have a spark within us that will catalyze complete and radical change in this world. anybody that comes into contact with me will know who it is that they are, and that is amazing. Just because
that is, yes.
Because I see it. I see it. Oh God. Ooh.
Uh-oh. She getting the spirit over there. I'm going to get the spirit over here.
People.
Just getting that energy. Woo.
Wow. So listen, what we're going to do really quick, how do we find you? How do we get a hold of you? Websites, email addresses? How do we get more in contact with you? Because again, there are millions of people around the world that need to understand their spark, their spiritual spark, need to know who they are. And they need to know who you are, so therefore they can help add you to their list of Abraham Hickses and everything else. They can add Minister Jazz to that. How will they be able to do that?
First, you got to learn how to spell my name.
Okay.
Minista.
Okay.
Jazz.
Oh, right.
KRS-One gave me that name, guys.
Oh, yeah?
Minista Jazz. Minister Jazz.
Minister.
If you know that, then you got me, because it's www.ministerjazz.com.
Mm-hmm.
It is at Minister Jazz on Twitter, on Instagram, Minister Jazz on Facebook. So, yeah, you can find me. Once you know how to spell my name, you got it. MINISTAJAZZ.
Wow.
What a great way to spell it. M-I-M-I-S-T.
Right. Yes, for sure. Lasana, any last thing that you would like to ask Mr. Jazz, or are we?
She's covered so many great things in such a power-packed amount of time. It's incredible. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
The last thing that I want to say, and I always say, I want each and every person that hears my voice to have love for themselves, because I have nothing but love for you.
Yes.
Please have love for yourself.
Yes. Love for yourself. How does somebody have self-love really quick? How does that happen? Because sometimes that's easier said than done. How do you have self-love really quick?
Self-love comes from total acceptance of the moment, knowing that you are already perfect. There is nothing that you need to reach out to get. There's nothing that you need to find on the outside of you.
Wow.
Everything that there's a song I want you to listen to over and over and over whenever you feel like you don't love yourself. Listen to YouTube, It's a Beautiful Day. And the end of that song, it says, what I don't have, I don't need it right now, and that is the truth. If you don't have it, you don't need it. You ain't never need it, because if you got breath, you could do whatever it is that you need to do.
Yes.
So you find love for yourself when you accept yourself moment to moment, just as it is right now, knowing that everything and anything is possible and can be alchemized when you have control of your thoughts. Yes,
I can dig it. And so you've heard it right here, everybody. We just thank you so much, Minister Jazz, for coming on the lines again with us. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you so much for that one right there.
We do.
And so again, everybody, we just tell you so much how much that we love you, how much that we love you, and how much that we appreciate you. You, each and every single one of you, like I always do to each and every single one of you. Y'all know I love you, right? You know I love you, and where your mind goes, your body will follow. There is always another you on the other side of whatever you're going through. And just like you heard right here, if she can do it, if we can do it, so can you. We are put here to create people. We were put here made to create. So go create good on purpose. I love you. We love you. And until next time, I'm your main man, Mr. Brookshire, with my beautiful co-host, Miss Lasana Smith. And this is Real Talk with Brookshire. I holla until next week.
Inside it, I'm wiggling my toes. Got wet sand all up on me. I stop to smell a rose. I'm smiling way too much. My cheeks are burning up. I'm running around in circles. I love the simple stuff. I'm taking